Tonight, a fight over broken promises. Former business partners prepare for a court battle after a troubled music festival this summer. There were long lines, singers didn't show up, and a lack of food and drinks, just some of the many complaints people had at the Grassroots Music Festival in August. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kevin Boughton. Since then, there's been a legal battle between the promoters and the investors on who's to blame for the mess. And now, there's another lawsuit. KMTV Action 3 News reporter Nick Starling is following the story for us tonight. Joins us now with more. Nick?
Kevin, there's already a lawsuit from the investors suing the promoters. Now the promoters are firing back, suing the investor, saying he's to blame for the festival's downfall.
They're trying to use my money that they're still holding to sue me for stuff that is fairly fictitious.
Grassroots Music Festival investor Eric Marsh says he's trying to get over $400,000 of his money back from the festival's promoter, the Dom Group.
Virtually everything that was spent either came out of my pockets or out of Ticketmaster funds.
In the most recent lawsuit, the Dom Group accuses Marsh of interfering with business relationships, negotiating contracts with talent agencies, and blame Marsh for the failures of the Grassroots Festival. Marsh says it was the Dom Group's responsibility to deal with the nuts and bolts of the festival.
We had nothing to do with any of the artists. We had nothing to do with any of the production issues. We had nothing to do with any of the payments that were and were not made. Artists not showing up, artists not taking the stage.
Marsh says he initially invested $80,000 into the festival, but that eventually turned into $120,000, then over $400,000 to book artists, and took over the majority of the operation.
Had I not written the checks I wrote, Grassroots wouldn't have happened. And I wrote enough checks to make sure that Grassroots did happen.
But Marsh claims some of the funds were withdrawn from the account by the promoters for personal reasons and never put back in.
I really think that it's going to be hard for these individuals to find somebody to write them a check big enough to put on anything of substance going in the future. It should not have been a bad investment. It was so poorly executed that the name Grassroots is toast.
Now, both sides of this lawsuit are expected to be in court on Tuesday. I reached out to one of the promoters, but he didn't want to go on camera tonight, but texted me saying, I'm going to win, and I'm going to win the right way. Reporting live in the news center, Nick Starling, KMTV Action 3 News.